Good evening, one and all. I am A. Rajesh, Associate Professor of Computer Science Engineering Department. Welcome all on sixth day of 6 days online faculty development program on emerging trends and challenges in cybersecurity. It is my pleasure to introduce today's resource person, Dr. Sadish Murugaraj, Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, School of Computing, Veltech Rangarajan, Dr. Sagunthatla R&D Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai. Sir brings with him 26 years of rich teaching experience in engineering, education, including international experience of 6 years in Sultanate of Oman and Saudi Arabia. He also served as head of the department for 15 years, showcasing his strong academic leadership. He is highly proficient in administration and research project management. He is an EMC Square certified academic associate for cloud infrastructure and an Oman Academic Accreditation Authority certified external reviewer in GFP. Sir has an impressive research profile with publications in reputed SCI and Scopus Index journals and conferences. He has 38 publications listed on Google Scholar with an H index of 8. He has successfully guided one PhD scholar, currently supervises 7 research scholars and 1 PDF scholar, and also published 5 patents. His excellence has been recognized with the prestigious SSA Acharya Award by the Bharat Education Excellence Awards in 2024. So now I kindly request Dr. Sadish Sendil sir to take over and begin the session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Rajesh. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the faculty members on GNIT. Once again, thank you all. Good evening to one and all. I am Sadish Sendil. So we'll start the session. So the session we are going to discuss for the next 1 hour is next generation cybersecurity, trends, threats, and technology transformations. Actually, I don't think so. We can cover more in depth of all these 3 parts, but maximum I will give you the complete overall view about these 3 things. Okay, one is the trends, the next one is the threat, and the next one is the technology transformation. So we are going to discuss today industry context and how this matter, why this matters to the concept, and top trends shaping cybersecurity. That means AI, cloud, zero trust, and supply IoT and OT, industrial OT. Okay, and major threats. So we have, I think, last 1 week you discussed about all these 3 topics: ransomware, supply chain attacks, AI-enabled threats, and next is the technology transformations, XDR and SaaS, and then SOAR, and then confidential computing, everything. Okay. And finally, we are going to show just on what is the reference security architecture diagram, how it works. So we start the first one, first concept, industry context, and why this matters. Actually, we are having before a traditional way, we are having olden days, we are having the traditional way to approach that, how we are going to secure that, how we are going to secure the data transfer, how we are going to detect and as well as prevent like that. Now, you know very well, last 5 years, 5 to 6 years, they started as a completely from traditional to AI and AI part. Okay, you know that what is AI, the artificial intelligence, and we are having a lot of sub-contents. We can go for ML and DL and etc. So how we are dealing with that security? When we can check, there will be some major parts. First one we can call it as attack surface exploration. Okay, so here we are going to discuss what is meant by cloud migration. So when we are going for the data transfer in the cloud, how we are going to migrate in the cloud, then what is the problem we are facing? Second, the remote work. how we are working in the remote area. That means the how we are connecting with the internet. Suppose the office is one of the area, one of the office is located in some location, and we are working in a home, or like take example in the Corona period, we worked in the work from home. Okay, so that is a major part in a remote work. And next is the IoT or OT expansion. How? And you can go for the artificial intelligence now. Everywhere it is AI. We are speaking about AI. So what happens? It completely doubles the how the we are going to force that defender and as well as the attackers, because when we are going for the defenders, there is a lot of multiplayers, a lot of large numbers, and also attackers also there are the large numbers. So how we are going to solve this problem? And second thing is a regularity. So when we are going for any principles, we are in control of some law, and for that, how we are going to deal with that law also. So like example, we can say the general data protection regulations. The GDPR is also a very, very important role here. Okay. And other laws like national rules also. Okay. When we can go for this, so first part we are discussing about this cloud migration. When we can go for the cloud migration, because the cloud is enormously increasing, so we can't able to imagine how where the data is, how the data is located, where the data is located. The data is completely located in one area or different kind of area, different locations like that. So the expansion of the cloud is also a major part in how we are going to secure the data. When we can say that the firewall, when we can go for the firewall is in one part of security concern, then it is working in one part. If you go for another location, there will be another firewall. So how we are going to deal with all these things? So that is also a major thing. Say example, a company is running uh, uh, doing all the data in a cloud. So we can't say that it is in, suppose you can say in Hyderabad, it is located in Hyderabad. So it is stored in the Chennai. We can't imagine, we can't say that it is stored in this area only. So we can going to store the data in a different cloud location in multiple locations. Then how we are going to deal with it? That is the concept called expands the perimeter. Okay. Then increases complexity. What mean by increases complexity? When we are saying that very small part of data, then we are going to control, we are going to take care of that, then it's very easy. But in your single location, we are having some large data. That also sometimes we can say it is the easiest one. But this the cloud we are going to store in a different locations. We don't know where the data that data part is stored in this location. Or we can't imagine that we are going to store. We are dealing with this. Then automatically we know that the complexity is automatically increasing. How we are going to deal? And third, this lack of visibility. Yeah, this is a very important thing. We have one of the manager working in one area in Chennai or in Hyderabad or in Delhi. Then how he don't know where the data, how much data is stored, and then how we are going to deal, in what time we are going to deal with, how much long the data can be transferred, how much time data we are going to deal with that calculations and anything, or we can go for the analysis part. Then the IT manager is having the blind thing. So then there is a lack of visibility. That is also a major concern in this. And also, you know that very simple, we can say that digital assets. What do you mean by digital assets? That's we can say deal with where the data is available, the assets, all other data. Okay. So this is regarding about the cloud migration. And second, we are going for the remote work. So I already told that there will be a multiple endpoints. Say example, when the IT, when in the Corona, no, we can say that there will be a lot of problems, but we can't stop the work because all the industries are very interrelated. We have to deal with that one. So when we are going for the working environment. See, that is also changing. So sometimes all the people are working in home. Not only that, there will be some lot of power problems, you can say. So we can go for the devices, laptop, the power is 24 hours there or not, or how much backup we are having. So sometimes we can use mobile also. So through mobile, we are going to access how we are going to deal. That is the concept, the endpoint, how much the security related to that particular mobile. So we are working with that part also. And second thing is secure networks. So we are having our own networks. When we can go for the IT company, they are having the dedicated lines and they are having the complete dedicated high speed networks. But when we can come to our homes and then we are having the very less speed only, how we are going to deal that? And suppose sometimes we are in travel, we may lose our network. We can use our open Wi-Fi network. That in open Wi-Fi network, there will be a lot of problems. We don't know who is going to get all the details, how they are going to crack. We don't know. That is also a second part. And third one is the third party risk. What is the third party risk? Because we are going to, suppose we are going to use the mobile, we are having a lot of third party applications in that our mobile. Whenever we are going to install it, it will ask so many questions. We are going to say that we don't know what is happening in the background. We can say that accept, 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 whatever the question it's asked, and then we are install it. So only thing is we don't know how that application is working in our laptop and as well as the mobile, if there will be any data breach is there or not. So that is also a very important concept. So these are the second thing when we are going for the attack surface exploration. Then next one, we can go for the growth of IoT and then OT devices. So this is also a very, very major problem nowadays. We can't imagine. So when we are going for a particular area, you can take an office. Yeah, employee may use more than two mobiles also sometimes, and then we are going to count it how many mobiles we are using and what are the different kind of laptops and then other devices what we are having. So many things we are having. So if you take a family also, we are having a minimum all the people having their mobile and sometimes two mobiles also. And when we are going for use a cloud environment, when we can say that smart city or we can go for the smart office or smart home like that, lot of devices are adding. So how we are going to deal with that data? When we can say a simple example, when we are going to travel in a taxi or Ola or any other Uber or anything, or in a car. So how we are going to use that? There will be a seven-seater, five-seater, how many devices we are connecting, how we are going to use that also. Then while we are traveling in the highway, there will be IoT devices are installed, how much speed we are driving. So there will be limit of 120 kilometers or 100 kilometers. Then how the sensors are working based on the sensor, how the actuators are activated, how the data can be transferred in live streaming to the headquarters like that. So many things are there. So this is a vast number of devices and convergence of the IT and IoT. And very important thing is the industrial control system. That is also a major thing. Say example, when a company is we can say example, we can go for the AC industry. When we can go for their manufacturing the AC, so they are installing the IoT device and then they are tracking from the manufacturing to client, that is the customer house, and then how everything will be connected. And also when we are going to check that from the company itself, they are tracking all the records of where the AC is transferred, which dealer bought, and then which customer bought it, and which location it is installed, when it is installed, and then how many hours working in a day, and then when the service will come, and also what are all the things we have to do. Everything is controlled, that is monitored. So that is also a very, very important thing. And you can go for the industrial control systems. When we are going to integrate with IT industry and then IT systems, there will be a lot of problems will come. Maybe they will breach it into the data and then they will do anything. Okay. That also a problem. And next, you can go for the devastation consequences. When we are going for the compromises, that means the industrial control systems, we are going to use some third party devices, then there will be a compromise comes. So what happened? There will be a lot of problems will come. Say example in a AC, you are going to install original part, genuine part. Instead of that, we are going for the less cost. We can go for another device. Then there will be a problem arise in a real world. Say example in the car, while car also genuine parts, we can use that. Then that also a problem. So like that, there will be a security problem. The next very important thing is insufficient traditional security. That means what are the traditional endpoints we are using, and then we are going to connect it with that. That also a problem. So there will be now compatibility problem also will come when we are going for the traditional and then new technology. And these are all the three things we have discussed about the attack surface explosion, because cloud migration, where what happened to remote work, and then when we can go for the IoT or OT expansion. So this is what in the industry context, how what are all the things we are, the problem arises that we have discussed. Next, we can go for the trends. Top cybersecurity trends we are going to discuss about these things listed. AI and ML, defensive automation and adversarial AI. And next, zero trust adaptation across network and cloud. And cloud native security and supply chain security. Then very important, next very important thing is XDR, that is extended detection and response, and converged security. Then you know very well, everybody knows the famous keyword called the ransomware evaluation. So it go for the double extraction, data theft, and targeted strikes. Everything comes in the ransomware. And another thing is shadow AI. So this is also a famous thing is coming on, and there are a lot of research are going on shadow AI, and then how we are going to deal with it. Okay, uh, we are going for one by one. Just I will cover overview. So first one is the AI and ML, defensive automation and adversarial AI. So that is a part we are going to discuss. So here we are having a traditional way, how we are going to convert the traditional way into using that IAA and ML thing. So how we are going to deal, that is detection, and then we can go for the mitigation, then go for the counter these attacks. So in the traditional thing, we can deal, then there is a lot of problems arise. Now we are going for the new technology we are going to use. Here also problems will rise, but that will be solvable easily. And we can detect and then do all the things in like automation. That means we can say it's automatically we can do it through the AI. And when we discuss in the first slide itself, we know that there will be a very important concept. The important thing is attackers, and we can go for the defenders. So both are in the race. So we can call it as it's called a arms race. Continuously, the defenders also finding the way to defend, and then attackers also continuously trying to attack. That how we are going to breach the data. So this we are call it as the arms race, and here we are having different types we have called evasion attacks, partitioning attacks, model inversion or extraction, and then transfer attacks. Okay, we are going to transfer the data. What are all the attacks? What are all the possibilities attacks is there like that? So this is the attack types. Then what is defensive automation? So when we are going for traditional way, we are going to change the traditional way into AIML. In what way we are going to do? We are going to use that, how we are going to enhance the security, and also how we are going to defend it, and how we are going to deal with that security attack, and how we are going to solve it in an automatical way. That is the automation. That is the major part here. This is called as defense automation. When we can go for the traditional way, we can say that there will be some rules and we can follow rule-based security. That is a very static one. But now we are going to deal with a dynamic thing, that is concept called adaptive and then predictive security posture. Based on this, we are going for the dynamic technology. We can defend the attack, and then how we are going to solve in the automation. Now we are going to do the automation. That is the concept. Here we can call it as key defensive strategies. What are all the different strategies we can take or follow for the do this defensive automation? So adversarial training and anomaly detection and continuous monitoring, input validation and transformation. What data we are going to give and how we are going to provide. What is the data we are going to provide as a input? Everything we have to validate, and how we are going to transform that that input into some other context. Okay. Then NSML methods, we can have the multiple machine learning models we have, and then for one attack, or we can go for different models also there. And then secure development lifecycle also comes into the picture for how we are going to defend the automation. And the next very important thing is zero trust adaptation. So I think so last 1 week from the experts from the industry also, you heard this word called zero trust. So whenever you are going to buy any smart devices, so we have to check thoroughly. Why I am telling is we don't know what is the malware installed, or what is the malware. It may be in the part of software, and also we can go for the hardware. Also, we don't know what is the security insecurity part is installed in that, and also we have to do any data transaction. We have to carefully watch everything, each and every step. And also, while you are installing any app in the any devices, so we have to thoroughly check what is the rules, or what is the thing they are given, what are the checklists they given. We have to go through that each and everything. After that, we are going to give the access. So whenever we are going to install any app, the app is asking that we have to access your contact, we have to access your memory, you have to access your like that. It will show ask lot of permissions. We will click okay, but we don't know. After uninstalling that app also, that is working on the background, they are going to track also. That is also very important thing. So we can call it as the zero trust adaptation. We can say never trust, always verify. You have to verify always, each and everything we have to verify it. And we can say that there will be a concept called in a previous thing, traditional model. We can call it as a castle and moat model. So just I will show you this. This is a traditional model, how we are going to do the permissions, the traditional, and then zero trust architecture. In traditional, we all in one. Okay, we can call it as all in one. We can go for infrastructures and also data living in a single location. That is part. But when we can go for the zero trust, everything is separated. And also, I don't know, I told you in the beginning itself, the data where we are going to store, where we are going to access the data, which location it is located, we don't know. That is a blind thing. So, and we can go for the infrastructure also, we are in a distributed manner. So when we are go for the, this is the traditional and zero trust. When we can go for that, we can go for the identity centric approach. That is very, very important in that zero trust adaptation. So here we are having the key drivers and benefits of zero trust adaptation. So reduced attack survey, sorry, reduced attack surface. Then we can say that zero trust minimize the potential entry points for attackers and limits the ability. So how we are going to, how they are going to move from one network to another, and then if there will be any breach occurs, sir. And then enhance the security posture. That also a very important thing. When the organization is installed, or the sorry, organization infrastructure is in one location, there is a very limited attack. When it will go for the different locations, then there will be a chances of more attacks. And support for digital transformation. When we are going to transfer any data, that also we need a security. Then the zero trust comes into the picture. Okay, that's a modern technology like cloud computing, IoT, OT devices, AI workflows, and other parts also. Then next is improved compliance and visibility. So then organization made the regulatory, whatever the government is saying, what are all the rules and regulations we have to follow, that we have to follow it actually. If you compromise anything there, then automatically there will be a possibility of attack. So this is what we discussed. And when we are going to adopt the zero trust thing, there will be a concept called integration of all the services, integration. So take an example, when we can go for the IDE, when we are going for Python, or when we can go for the Java or anywhere there, we are having some compilers, we are having some interpreters, we are having some coding area like that. But when we are going to integrate it, the IDE comes into the picture. So like that, we are having a security when we are going for the cloud, and then the data security, and then how we are going to communicate data transfer, and then how we are going to deal all the possibilities, all the things. It will comes into that concept called integration. How we are going to integrate all the concepts into a single thing. Okay, how we are going to implement. That is a major challenge in the industry. And now also Google is doing a lot of research on that integration, and as well as the in different location, how we are going to deal like that. So when you are going to implementation in practice, there is the concept comes into picture as called IAM, Identity and Access Management. So this is a very important, and you can say this is the IDA. So identity and access management. When we can go for the thing, just a minute. Yes. So IAM, so it is a integration, and you can go for the device security and network segmentation, data protection, continuous monitoring. This is very, very important because there'll be a lot of research, and then a lot of problems also facing in the continuous monitoring. And least privilege, that is how we are going to access just-in-time access like that. So all the other biometrics, all the other data also. So this is a identity and access management. So IAM we can call it. So central to zero trust. So this is a solution. Multi-factor authentication and single sign-on. So you know very well that when we are going to use Microsoft Office or my Office 365, there will be a concept called integration of different devices. So when we can go for the user, we are getting the license now, single user, two user, three users, and up to 6 users and multiple users also. When we can buy it, then there will be a how we are going to use that the same license in different devices. So that also comes into picture. Then we can give the password, and what is the, if suppose password is breached, then what we can go for the next step, that is the second factor. So there is multi-factor authentication, and only you can go for the single sign-on. That is also a very important thing. Next, micro segmentation. So then I already told data is going to store in different location, and network. We can go for the network also, that into breaks into the small isolated zones and prevent the lateral movement of threads. So this is also a implementation, how we are going to do. The next, cloud native solutions. So I already told there will be a third party solutions also there, but also native solutions also there. We are going to use cloud native solutions. Then we are going to avoid some 10% or 20% of the attackers in the cloud. So like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, and for the specific zero trust adaptation. And then you can say example, AWS is verified access, then Amazon web services. Then go for the next, zero trust network access, is that TNA. This technology also from the VPN, traditional VPN, how we are going for the new technology VPN, how we are going to connect, what are all the possibilities from traditional to traditional devices to new technology devices, how we are going to connect, how we are going to communicate, that also be a concept in the implementation. Next, we can go for the data protection. So the sensitive data like military or bank personal account data, how the RBI is dealing, how defense is dealing with their data, everything is into this picture. Okay, this is IAM. So I already told integration of all the things. The next we can go for the AML in cyber security. What are the different opportunities and risks? So when you can go for the defensive, we have automated detection and then behavior analytics and faster triage. This is a very important SOAR. This is also we are going to show, we are going to discuss. And defensive and another one is the offensive. So automated phishing, prompt-based malware and deep fakes, how we are going to do. And need for AI governance. So uh, we uh, we will touch this point in a research area. Adversarial robustness and model preventions. Then operational shift. Analytics focus on validation and higher level responses. So these are the major thing opportunity and where the risks are high. So next, major threats to watch. So yeah, discussing about the monitoring and continuous monitoring. The ransomware comes into the picture. Then ransomware as a service, targeted extortion, and then data leak sites. Then we can go for the supply chain compromise affecting cloud and software defenses. Then credential stuffing, identity-based attacks, and living off the land techniques. So the nation state actors using AI for scale and stealth. So these are all the major threats to watch. Then the final part, we can go for the technology transformation. So how we are going to integrate or what are all the different new technologies we are going to use, and then how we are going for to deal with the attackers. First, zero trust architectures, and then the identify first and micro segmentation already we discussed, and XDR and MDR we are going to discuss, and SES and SOAR. These things I'm going to show you that how we are going to deal. It's only the overview. I'm not going to touch in depth because it is a vast area. We have to go for in the zero trust architecture itself. We can go for the many research and SOAR also. And on another part, XDR and MDR also, we are having a lot of researches there. You can take XDR and MDR. So MDR. So what is the part we are going to deal actually? So XDR, you know that extended detection and response, and MDR, how we are going to manage the detection and response. So both in a security telemetry only. So and when we can go for the what is XDR and MDR, XDR is a technology integrate security tools that is in a single. That is, I already told you, integration of all the security tools in a one platform. And when we can go for the MDR, it is only a services. What are the services we are say like Amazon Web Services? That is, we are going to provide only the services in 24/7. So for how we are going to monitor, how we are going to hunt it, and then how we are going to respond it for that. And when we are going to go for the extending the XDR, there is we discussed in the first slide itself what are all the things: endpoints, networks, and cloud. And also when we can go with office, within the office, how we are going to deal with intercommunication and also intra-communication through email. That also comes into the picture of XDR, how we are going to deal. That is a lot of tools we are going to use there, and how we are going to secure it. Then next we can go for the MDR, and then this is like we can go for the analysis part. When we can go for analyze human analysis, that is we are going to analyze some 100 pages of data. It's take very much time, and then how we are going to deal with that. There is a lot of services comes into the picture to deal with that one. Okay, so this is XDR and MDR. Okay, how we are going to integrate the tools and services. Then next one is this same, we can call it as secure access integrated. So in the I already told no remote area where we are working remote work. That means home also we are working work from home and then work from office. How we are going to use, what are the different devices we are using, how we are going to deal with that one. So that say SAC. So comes into the picture secure access service edge. So that is also a cloud native architecture, and it consolidates a lot of services. So not only a very zero trust, and it will go for the secure web gateways, cloud access security brokers, and software defined wide area networks. Like thing, all it will be comes into the picture in that SAAC, secure access service edge, because we are using different devices in a remote work. So, and also we are accessing the cloud also. So all the things comes into the picture, how we are going to secure it. This is come in the SAAC. Okay. Then SOAR. Next one is the SOAR. It also plays a vital role in MTTR, that is mean time to respond. So when we can go for the automation, automated thing, the SOAR will come into the picture. And we have a lot of things: automated enrichment, automated containment, automated remediation, and then standardized response, reduced manual work. So many things comes into that SOAR. So the technology transfer is a very, very what we can say, given very impact in that traditional to technology improvement. So the how far we can save the attackers from the attack, that also a very important thing. Okay. Then this is one sample reference architecture in the zero trust, how we are going to use it. And we can say secure enterprise architecture, zero trust with XDR. When the user is, all the users have some identity, that identity provider will verify everything, the authorized or not users. So that identity provider will verify all the user data, and then based on that, it is going to give the access. And in the meantime, the XDR will comes into the picture, that there will be a detection, correlation, SOAR, and telemetry also comes. How logs, how many times the user logged in, which location, which device, what time, how much time they are in live. So many things are also monitored. So based on that only, they are going to access that. The access proxy will allow you to access the cloud apps. Because when we can say user will come in, log in and log out, log in and log out, and then log in and so much time, and they didn't log out, automatically it will come log out sometime. So the user in the position of how much time they are in idle, how much time they are used, that is in busy, like that, everything will be analyzed. So this is very, very important when we are going to access the secure data. Okay. This is called a secure enterprise architecture with zero trust and XDR. Then next we can go for the ransomware. Maybe you know the what do you mean by ransomware. So here just I will show you the different stages, and then what is the life cycle. And I'll just touch this one. How the what are the different stages are there. So initiate the attack, and then how we are going to exploit, and then expand and understand. Then data exploration, and then extortion. Then go for the activation and encryption, ransom request, payment and recovery. So many things in the stages, that this is called a life cycle. And also this is also the different view how we are going to deal with the stages of ransomware attack. And attackers, how they are doing the research targets, and for ransom, how it is infected, how we can go for the escalation and scanning, encryption, and then ransom. Everything will comes to the thing in the ransomware attack. So this is common types of ransomware, well, scareware and encrypting ransomware, screen locking, and then ransomware as a service. Now already infrastructure as a service and then software as a service and so many things that comes into there. Now ransomware also is having the service. So before 4 to 5 years before itself, they started everything. Okay. Then how we are going to prevent the ransomware attacks? We have continuous monitoring. I already told, we discussed in that continuous monitoring is very, very important. So you can go for the username, password, what password we are using. Frequently, we have to change the password. You can go for the banking sector also. We have to use only that 3 months time or 2 months time or 1 month time. We have to use only that password. You have to change the password. There will be two passwords, login password and transaction password, and then we have to change frequently. It will give you, we cannot use the used one time used password again. So like that, so many things are there. So password must, we have to frequently update, and then the software what we are using and the system, we have to update frequently. Okay. And also we have to use the authenticated software, not the third party software. If you are using third party also, that must be a trustworthy software recommended by the company or organization. Then we have to use install the antivirus protection and whitelist software also there. You know that what I mean by whitelist software. Then because where a lot of third-party software comes into picture, then the Google, if you go for the Google or Apple, they are only using these two thing. They have to certify it. Then only we have to install it. Okay, and then backup our data frequently. And we have to educate the employees. Unnecessarily, we cannot go and click anything, and then unnecessary mail comes means the spam folder or anything, you cannot open it. You have to delete it or you have to trash it like that, and then educate everything. Okay, if there will be any unauthorized call, any calls comes, then you cannot answer it, and then if you answer it also, don't give any data, that means personal data or anything like that. So we can go for the user comprehensive security solution, that is the integration. We can go for the integration of that. So this is the way we have to prevent the ransomware attack. And next, we can go for the mitigation control and best practices. So in organization, if we are going to, how we are going to deal with all the things, we have some steps we have to follow. That is, what are the things we have to follow to go for the control and then best practices for that. Adapt zero trust. So you have to go for the zero trust, identity, least privilege, and micro segmentation we have to do. And improve telemetry, that is deploy EDR, NDR, cloud logs, and centralized SIEM, and then XDR, everything. And we have to go for the backup and recovery, immutable backups and air-gapped copies, and supply chain hygiene, and then AI governance, and regular tabletop exercise, and then cyber insurance alignment. So these are all the things we have to follow for the best practices to follow for the mitigation control. And finally, we have to come to the conclusion that we are discussed about what is the thing next generation cyber security trends, threats, and technology trends, and what is the trends, what is the trend, and then what is the threats, different threats we are taken care of that, and what are the different technology transformation we discussed. So while we can go for the technology transformation, we have to be careful, go for the integration of different technology into one. Then what are all the things we have to consider? So these are all the things we discussed, and then we can go for the next concept for the research areas. So what are all the research areas? This I have listed out very few. I will give you some one Word document that may be useful for you, that each and every concept, or there will be a sub criteria in that, what are all the different possibilities are available research. So we can go for the research area. Cyber security comes into concern. AI-based zero trust cyber defense, multi-model threat detection using large AI models, and then like this, yeah, we are having. So another very important thing is this also a very important is very famous now going on, an autonomous security operations center, SOC. using RL and then LLM. So this is now a lot of research going on in this part, and also this IoT and OT, anomaly detection and federated learning. So industrial automation, this is also a very good area to do the research. So this is, I listed a few areas related to the cybersecurity, and I'll give you some very simple. You can say I already told now, if you take a zero trust, we are having some subpart different researches. So, and also I listed some research gap, not too much, because it is listed in internet in the what we can say called different social networks. And also we are having the books references also show, and then from there also lot of research papers are there. Please go through that, and then based on that you can do the research. So and this is another AI/ML or advanced threat detection and research gap also I listed here, and ransomware evaluation and double or triple extraction. So here also there will be a thing. So I told you know, ransomware as a service, there will be a forensics analysis framework for modern RAS. So here is also a research area. And then these are all the references what I have prepared from this, and also these are all the books I referred. So when we can go for the digital transformation, another thing, this handbook is very good in IGI Global. And when we can go for the next generation compute technologies, this book is very good. So others are also good, but when we are going for research, please go through these books, and then check lot of papers are discussed there, lot of concepts also discussed there, and then you can do you can get good idea. So what we are going to do, how we are going to do, in what way we are going to start everything. But everything will start, thing is very basic thing. We have to know the basics. I think so last 1 week you different experts from the industry and academia given you a lot of inputs for this cyber security. I think so I also given a overview only. So please go through that. You have any queries or anything, you can mail this using this mail ID. I will go through that and I will get back to you. And thank you, Ananda. Thank you for Guru Nanak Institutions providing me the opportunity to share the knowledge to our good people, learning people. Thank you very much. If there will be any queries, then you can share.
Thank you, sir, for delivering delightful session on next generation cybersecurity aspects. Sir, your valuable inputs on the industry context surely help us in academic era, sir. Your session on third-party risks will be helpful to every individual mobile users and also for companies. Sir, the way you have quoted security attacks is really wonderful. Zero trust adoption across networks and cloud is really impressive, sir. Technology transformations really provides us a path to our research area. Thank you once again, sir, for your time and contribution. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Uh, Good evening to everyone. I am A. Rajesh, Associate Professor of Computer Science Engineering Department, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. Take privilege to present a vote of thanks on this 6-day online faculty development program on emerging trends and challenges in cybersecurity. I extend my sincere gratitude to our resource persons who have enriched these 6 days with their deep insights, expert knowledge, and practical aspects on various domains of cybersecurity. Your valuable suggestions have greatly enhanced our understanding and inspired us to explore this domain further. My sincere thanks to our beloved chairman, Sardar Gagandeep Singh Kohli, Guru Nanak Institutions, Managing Director Dr. H.S. Saini, for their continuous support and encouragement in organizing academic development programs like these. My deep gratitude goes to our director, Dr. Sanjeev Srivastava, whose vision and guidance have been instrumental in the smooth conduct of this faculty development program. My heartfelt thanks to our principal, Dr. Venkatarao, for providing constant motivation to conduct this program. I also thank our Dean Academics, Dr. S.P. Yadav, sir, for providing academic growth for the faculty community. I extend special thanks to our head of the department, Dr. B. Santosh Kumar, for providing continuous motivation, coordination, and direction throughout these 6 days. I also thank Mrs. Anusha Madam, Mr. Kashireddy sir, and Anand sir, and also all faculty members, technical staff, and organizing team whose hard work behind the scenes has made this program smooth and well organized. I extend my warm thanks to all participants for your active engagement and involvement. Your presence and participation contribution will be success to this faculty development program. Once again, thank you one and all for making this program memorable learning experience. Thank you.